New tonight, there is a lot of hidden history around Kansas. In fact, a local tribe once helped a small town of former slaves settle into their new environment, teaching them how to live and eat in a land that was foreign to them. Now, I got to travel to Nicodemus this weekend for the annual homecoming parade, but this year a special group was in attendance to be recognized for their help in keeping Nicodemus going. Nicodemus is a small town in Kansas, northwest of Hays. It's got a lot of history. It's the oldest black settlement still around today after being established in 1877. But like many new starts, it was hard for the former slaves from Kentucky to get used to the new environment.
That first couple of years, our ancestors really struggled to make it through the winters, and how the Native Americans had came along and helped.
Those Native Americans were actually from the Prairie Band Potawatomi Nation. The nation was also struggling around 1877. They had to leave their reservation to find food and resources for a tough winter ahead, traveling all around Kansas, even close to the Colorado border. Then the nation's scouts came across Nicodemus.
They came up, looked at their situation, looked at what they had, and come to realize that they had nothing. They had no food, they had no way to make fire, they didn't have any shelter. They were pretty much on their own.
Members of the nation went back and reported they had to help those new settlers. So Prairie Band did everything they could to help.
By handing off game and showing them different techniques of how to live in this part of the country.
On Saturday, the nation was in attendance for this year's Nicodemus homecoming celebration, a partnership and recognition that's been in the works for some years.
Part of the history, all communities struggle at some point and another, and you know, it just takes somebody or a group to kind of help them out and lift them up.
The Nicodemus Historical Society recognized the nation for their role in helping Nicodemus get off the ground. And Prairie Band did what they did in those early days, provided them with buffalo meat.
Regardless of race or color, had to come together and act as one to be able to prosper and survive.
We are just one big community. Nicodemus might be small, but we're a big community.
Now, I wasn't the only one from Topeka who traveled down to Nicodemus. Governor Laura Kelly was also at this year's homecoming parade. Now, the event also had a vaccination clinic available to anyone who wanted to get the COVID-19 shot.